listening to Your Money, Your Business, the podcast with me, Debbie Colburn. I'm a small business expert and a former professional accountant turned money mindset guide. And I am obsessed with helping you achieve all those things you've dreamed of and thought were out of your reach, with helping you figure this money stuff out. My goal on this podcast is to help you break the cycle of feast or famine with your cash flow and to help you grow your wealth and sustain it over the long term. We dive deep, we get real, and we get raw, discovering and exploring what is really possible for you and letting go of all those things that are holding you back. If you've ever thought it's not enough looking at your bank balance, or think, I'll never get that paid off, when you open up the credit card statement, maybe you're sick and tired of constantly being worried, of just getting by, and you know you're missing out on key opportunities again and again, or maybe you're done with the constant arguments over money, then this is absolutely the right place. We'll bring you a whole new way to look at money, profit, cash, wealth, tackle the challenges, share the ideas, the tips and the tactics and the strategies, and get you connected to the right resources. Think of this as your weekly prescription of money mastery development and leave the hard work up to me. No matter what's going on in your life right now, I've got your back. Ready? Buckle up, take a deep breath, and join me in a conversation about breakthrough to the next level. Welcome to episode 119, our first specifically short episode, if you can imagine that. And I wanted to get this out before so many of you take off on your much needed summer vacations. I bet that you've experienced coming back with extra weight. I know I have, and having spent way more than you budgeted for in the past. Am I right? I know I started off my married life in $1,500 worth of credit card debt. And I know that sounds like nothing, but that was 1977. And I still remember how horrible that felt because honestly, it was from things I couldn't even remember months later. Wouldn't you love it if you could just go and do the things that you wanted to do, regardless of whether it's just, a couple of hours here or a special night out, and you didn't have that voice screaming at you, or even your voice or your partner's voice out loud to them. We can't afford that. We're telling your family that one of you has to stay behind because, I know in everybody's family, there's at least one of what I call the money martyr. Or seeing your kids or your grandkids' disappointment in their eyes. And yeah, I know, that classic forward slump. It's like, oh, you don't love us. Now, we all know that the most impactful experiences, they don't always come from spending money on material things, the amusement parks, the room service, the Uber to the thing, rather than walking. But that would be nice to do sometimes without reverting back to your scarcity mindset, wouldn't it? There's a super easy solution to all of this that works for everyone. No, it's not budgeting or pulling from other areas of your life. It's creating the experience first, exactly how you'd like to feel on it, how you'd like to experience it in intense detail, in rich detail, so much so that you can describe it almost as if you're standing inside it. And we've created a simple framework, our Experiences Pathway framework, that works every time on any type and any size of experience, from short bucket list items, maybe an hour or two, with costs of less than $500, to 1 to 2 day retreats, all the way through to the 6-month pack everything and everybody up and see the world. And as we get further away from the lockdowns and imposed isolation of the pandemic, it's easy to let those dreams of visiting some exotic place or ticking off that thing on your bucket list or going somewhere with the person you absolutely adore and just having a picnic or parking your RV on a lakeside with a spectacular view of the mountains just fade away underneath the demands of everyday, day-to-day life. But we also know, our hearts have told us, that robust life experiences at every age are what create the most incredible life. And coincidentally, it makes us better parents, better partners, better employees, better entrepreneurs and business owners. It just simply makes us better. Breaks where we can totally disconnect, fire up our creativity, our imagination, our innovation and ideas, try something completely different, get out of our comfort zone, boost our productivity, and be better. Imagine having 2 weeks off, never thought about how you'd use it, and you look at the bank account and nope, can't afford the airline tickets. Plus, there's very few of them left. The car rentals at the destination are unavailable. And well, there's that project that I can't seem to get out of my head because I know the guys back in the office won't finish it. So you take the leftovers. Or maybe you did plan something. Maybe your heart's not really in it, but the others thought it was a good idea and no planning was done. Honestly, screw it, vacations always bite back. They always do. When you get back and you look at the credit card bill after hesitating, it sits on the counter for a while and then finally you get brave enough to open it up because you know that it's very unhappy news and it's 3 times more than you thought and you didn't even do the things that you really wanted to. When you use the framework that we have, where you create and curate your vacation first on paper and digitally. Figure out a ballpark cost and then reverse engineer how much you'd have to put away in a branded bank account. Let's call that one Inspired in Italy trip. You build the foundation almost invisibly at first. And here's what's cool, staying on track while still having fun. Whether it's a structured or spontaneous itinerary, You've built the financial pot to support both of those. So there's no worry or anxiety or disappointing conversations, which allows for deeper connection with those accompanying you or with yourself if it's just you. Now you're hearing this from me as someone who resisted for many years. It's the joys of my maverick personality. Planning can exist while still being spontaneous and being unplanned. I know that almost sounds ridiculous. It's a little bit research and a little bit planning, all mixed in a melange of things that literally can make you salivate. Eat at the Michelin 5-star restaurant, but what will you eat? Drive to see the biggest surf waves in the world. But drive in what? Stay in a glamping dome so that you can see the aurora borealis at night. So exactly when? You get the idea. Now, make sure that you drop down into the show notes or onto our Instagram. We've got the links there as well. And get the Experiences Pathway Framework for yourself. It's a super easy download. It's really robust, and we will be able to help you go from where you are right now with an inkling of that dream to where you are. So this podcast got you thinking you'd like to go a bit deeper on this with me. You want to figure your money thing out? I have got so much more to share with you and to give you. And you're really ready to toss the shroud of money worries into the trash forever, to stand taller and more confidently in every decision and manifest the most profitable and successful year of your life, which means worry-free abundance in life and in business and so much more. Make sure to sign up for my free 4-week course where we're taking a deeper dive into how to transform that money situation in your bank accounts that's keeping you up at night. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All you have to do is just pop over to the link bit.ly, bit.ly/boost-money-EQ, and invite a friend to go through with you, even family, or maybe coworkers or employees. It's a great way to get a money conversation going. And the more people in your community who are shaking up the scarcity mindset, the more our families and our communities will thrive. Don't be shy or embarrassed. Pass the link on to as many people as you can, because stats show that we never know what's happening in people's lives, especially when it comes to money. I cannot wait to see you inside. And yep, regardless if you sign up for TBN or not, this course is absolutely free. No strings attached. So much value handpicked for you inside it. You're for sure going to experience a transformation in a very short time. Come on, join us and have some fun. bit.ly, bit.ly/boost-money-EQ. Super excited, and I will see you there.